Here we go again. Space engineers, survival. We have cut two of our drills off. The Hydron engine, the extra H2O2 generator. We kept our one of our spare hydrogen tanks. We're attempting to make re-entry. And I think I may have boned it because I'm kind of heavy and going pretty fast. And only got about 6 kilometers to stop. So you might get to see a spectacular crash. Hopefully not, but it's not looking so good right now. I should have slowed down a lot more. A lot more. Yeah, we might be alright. It's 85, 80, 75. We should be fine. Anything over 100 meters per second can get you in a lot of trouble. But we have successfully found uranium way back up there. So we're going to try and land this sucker. Our forward or our reverse thrusters are the strongest at 6. So I'm going to level out here and see if I'm still losing altitude. No, we can fly normally. Well, most people can fly normally. Me, I'm going to have to make do with what I got. So this little hydrogen ship has got us uranium. And with uranium, we can now make nuclear power. Which means we can go kind of crazy on an atmospheric mining ship, or go back up to the Raven and restore it, or tear it apart and make a spacey ship with all them ion thrusters, and not even have to sit and make thruster components for like 6 years. But this thing is really heavy. It does not want to handle correctly. And it already kind of handled like a brick. This extra tank on the top just is not doing us any favors. That might help a little bit. I just need to make it to that connector down there. So uranium is really powerful. Even the small amount that I looted from the Raven would probably power this base for, I don't know, 6 months real time. It's just ridiculous. You struggle so much for power and so much for all the stuff to make power and generate power. And then if you're doing like um, hydrogen engines and solar power because you're on the moon, you're just struggling for power. But once you have uranium, it's pretty much unlimited power. We have made it back and touched down safely. I figured I would slam into the ground because I was just way too heavy. And I figured you might want to see that, but I didn't. So, oh well. No spectacular hole in the side of my base. So that opens up huge options, like putting a small reactor onto this guy here, or our truck, or putting up a large reactor in our base here. We also got platinum, so now we can actually make shield components for our small ships here. We can also just go nutty. We could pack up, make a giant flying base if we wanted to, fly around the planet. Nuclear power is just, compared to all the other versions of power available in Space Engineers, um, nuclear is just ridiculous. There's basically no downside. One small nuclear reactor puts out, well, let's look. Let's look for small ship and large ship, or the large on the base is 300 megawatts. All the power stuff that I put up, I think it equals like 12 megawatts. So, we don't need collector. Just anywhere that I could stick it. That's good. 500 kilowatts for a small reactor, and that's one block.
Inventory full. Inventory full.
That's nutty. That's just nutty. So happy to have nuclear power. So I think we're gonna put up a reactor and tear down some of these lag-inducing stackable windmills, because they create all these shadows. So it doesn't help. This is a terribly laggy game to begin with. So, but I was super happy with my little hydrogen ship. I wouldn't really call it a shuttle, and I wouldn't really count on it for, you know, redoing what it just did, but it does well enough to go out and get you your first bit of platinum and first bit of uranium. So all in all, it was a win. Now we can tear it to pieces because we don't need it anymore. So I'm gonna leave it there and figure out what to do with my newly found unlimited power. So if you watch this and all of this, thanks for watching. Sorry I didn't crash.